Last weekend, Mayhem mode hit the game, and it started off, it came to a lot of criticism from players. And I think there's a mixture of reasons for that. I think firstly, it was quite rushed, badly communicated. Not everyone watches YouTubers, not everyone will read the newsletter, and I just feel like it wasn't really pushed out properly. I feel like they should have maybe done it in a smaller event, not a big event where people wanted to compete in. I think that's probably where the arguments and where the sort of discussions around the event not being very good sort of stem from. People are disappointed that they couldn't compete in a big, prestigious event. I like the fact of something new, and although I wasn't convinced on Lightspeed, it is a combiner bot, but I did also want to go for it. Yeah, for them reasons, but also I thought I need to do it because I can't go on a stream and talk about whether this game mode is really good or not if I've not competed. And I've not competed to that level in well over a year. Easily well over a year. Because there's nothing that's really warranted it. There's been no content where I really thought, oh, I need this content. It's going to make a huge difference. There's been nothing that's enticed me. And it's been very monotonous and very boring doing the same events over and over and over. That being said, when they announced the Mayhem mode, I was very intrigued. Mayhem mode consisted of using 3 fuel cells to do 1 attack. Now, this is great for players like myself who power level and coin. And it's great for one reason, that you're doing 3 battles in one, using the 3 times the cell, so that's just 3 times. It's simple economy, it's 3 times the XP, it's 3 times the points, in zone 15, it's 3 times the fuel cells. So all those are times 3. But you only coin the bot for 1 amount. And so what you're doing is, you're saving 80 coins per coin. If that makes sense. So per battle, it would normally take you 40 coins, say, to coin a bot out to maybe use again. Now, if you did that over 3 battles, it's 120 coins. But because you're doing 3 battles in one go, you only coin the bot once. And so you find it's a lot cheaper to level a bot. And that's why, if you go through the chats, there's a lot of people saying that they love Mayhem mode, they did more points than they ever did. But for me, I think the toggle switch is a bit, not unrealistic, but it's going to take time. And I don't want to wait another 6 months for this game mode to be used again. So I don't think that's a realistic change in a quick sort of way. They can easily make it 3 times XP, 3 times awards per zone. I'm not too sure if they can extend it, but having zone 14 give less than triple for charging them triple the fuel cells, I'm not too happy with. You know, every zone should be triple. They also talked about making a zone 17 and a zone 18, I think it was. I think it's probably warranted because 16 and 17 was so varied, because 17 has literally maxed out bases like mine in it, and then bases not so maxed out. I like the fact that people spent a bit to complete the event. I don't mind that. I think it's balanced perfectly. I really do. You know, I think people are unrealistic, thinking they can spend absolutely nothing on the game and get a 5-star bot. I don't think that's going to happen. Someone suggested from 14 or 13 and below for it to cost 5 fuel cells still. I don't mind that. I understand if low players want that, but I don't think you're going to get that toggle switch. I'm not even sure if that's possible even. But I know that the zone change is definitely something they can do quite quickly. And I know that the triple points can be changed quickly because they did it in test. They literally did it after feedback from us that it needed to happen, and it did it. I think those changes will make it a lot more viable. We just need to get the information out there that it is possible. I think that a lot of people started it and thought, I can't do this, and sort of gave up. So they just think they just need to get the information out there from obviously myself, my videos, but other people, and just seeing the feedback and going, hey, it is possible free to play to get something beneficial out of this game. You've just got to change the way that you play. And just a slight tip for players that are thinking about doing Mayhem mode. If you are going to do it with a combiner and really go at it at a higher level, I would really advise getting your combiner to the HQ, clearing parts on the way, killing the HQ, and then trying to kill as much as possible at the back of the base. leaving your bot to take out the front at the end. That will get you a lot further. It also depends on outpost and what bot you're using. If you can pop an outpost at the front, kill it with a combiner, brilliant. It means they're not going to be popped by your bot. The only real thing that's going to kill your bot is loads of defenses left over, which I'm hoping is not going to happen because you have your combiner killing most of them, and outposts and combiners. So if you take them out of the frame, it will help you a lot. Make sure to hit HQ down, the back of the base as much. Work your way back down again, killing most of it, and let your bot finish it off. It's an easy way to sort of attack most bases. But I do know people that were doing two attacks in Zone 17 and completed the event with just a Cyber Pass. Granted, not everyone can do that, but you can easily do 2 battles in Zone 16, 3 battles in Zone 15 maybe. There's lots of effective ways. I've sort of written down a few little provisos for people that they can sort of judge off and use sort of how many battles they should be doing. So, free to play, you can easily, so if you're completely free to play, no side pass, you can easily run 10 teams, then stop, go away, come back in 3 hours, cells are replenished, do 10 more attacks, stop for 3 hours, come back. So at 10 attacks, if you're doing Zone 15, I'd hope, if you do that for 18 hours and sleep for 6 hours, then you're getting 7 times 3, 21k. You're probably getting about 63k over the weekend. And as a lot of people are saying, with a small bundle, it will take you over the edge. A small $10, $20 bundle will get you that extra 8k very easy. I'd say a $10 bundle. So if you're free to play, whether to put the effort in, a $10 bundle on its own will get you over there. Or with the Cyber Pass, if you're doing the 2 battles in a higher zone, all weekend with the Cyber Pass, obviously you get more fuel cells. It is possible with the Cyber Pass to do it free to play. That's $10 as well. So either way, I think you're looking at $10 for these events and a long time over the weekend. The more fuel cells you buy, the less time it's going to take you. I think I spent about $60 or £60 over the weekend, and it took me around 8 hours of game time, but I was very efficient with my leveling and with my combiner and trying to get the most XP out of it. Towards the end, I wasn't coining fuel. I saved some coins behind, and I was just going to level my bots up to as high a level as possible. When I do these events, it's all about XP for me. All about XP. But it is possible for a small bundle, guys. And I think that's what Space Ape are aiming for. They're aiming to get people to entice them to spend a bit. And I've always said that, from a business point of view, you're better having 100,000, million, whatever people spending a bit every now and again, constantly, than having 10 whales. Because one of them whales leave, you've lost 10% of your sales already, 10% of your revenue. Whereas if you got 50,000 people spending $10, one of them leaves, you're not really going to notice it. You've just lost $10. That's all you've lost. So I'm hoping this sort of fits the business model better. Space Ape sort of look at this, see how well they went. I see a lot of positivity, especially for myself, who sees the game quite negative and quite boring at the minute and quite, monotonous, not good content coming out. So it's a refreshing change. So let's just sit here saying, listen, guys, go and spend $10, go and get yourself a 5-star bot, or go and spend a bit more, have your weekend to yourself, and go and enjoy life rather than grinding a massive event. I've got to tip my hat to Space Ape and say, listen, I thought they did a really good job with it. I think there's some tweaks we made. I think there's short-term tweaks, long-term tweaks. But personally, I thought the event was a big success. I thought it was well thought out. I thought it was a good idea. And personally, I can't wait for the next one.